Here come Portugal, looking to strike the first blow here. It's a real drive from João Cancelo. He claimed the keeper touched it. I think the officials have gone on with that. That's very positive.
Yeah, he's another one that likes to gallop, charge forward, particularly if there's space in front of him. João Cancelo will eat it up, literally. Probably, I'm sure we've had a game where we've got four more attack-minded fullbacks than what we've got on view here this evening.
Played forward by Kubasi, out by Vega, who actually does play in Spain with Villarreal. He's had a lot of clubs for one so young. He proudly boasts that he speaks 7 different languages, which is a fantastic life skill in itself, let alone his football. There he is. Sorted out by Rodri, back area, and here's Dani Olmo. And the flag has stayed down.
Come on.
Doesn't go up.
What the fuck?
The man in form. Wondering quite how he spurned this chance.
Oh, it's brilliant football.
What the
Stuff
fuck?
Dani Olmo right in that number 10 position.
How could you miss that?
Oyarzabal is absolutely inch perfect. On his left foot, all he had to do is look at the goalie and hit the target. He's actually well wide of the target. That's a poor strike, really, from someone that's been amongst the goals and has looked very reliable in that sort of situation. That's a big moment.
Marcy at the first header. Drops for Ronaldo. What's he got? With a shimmy. Passed by Vitinha. Just forcing João Felix a bit wider than he might have been. Back in the team, having been left out for the Croatia game. It's a smart pass. It's gone out for a corner.
Yeah, clever ball that. Outside of his boot, João Felix. You probably see that a lot from him, where he'll sort of stop in front of Pedro Porro. He's not a flying machine in that area, João Felix, but very, very talented and has great awareness of a teammate running into a good position.
Bruno Fernandes lining up the corner. Taylor is well used to dealing with pushing and shoving in the way the Premier League is laid out at set pieces these days. Ronaldo trying to get free. He's being tugged back, actually. And it was Pedro Neto who had a swing at that.
Yeah, it was Rodri that was marking Cristiano Ronaldo, and they tried to work a little block.
Here is Rodri. Renato Vega. Vitinha, who will read any interviews that he's given, he'll tell you how massive doubts he had that he would ever make it as a top player. What a player he has become. Paris Saint-Germain, Portugal. No great faith. But Luis Enrique, they were together. He really got the self-confidence into a player who now plays as though he believes he runs the world.
Yeah, he's been outstanding for his club, PSG. He's been at the heart of their success over the last couple of seasons.
Of course, Luis Enrique was the coach of Spain at their last World Cup and didn't do very well. He's admitted that. He lost to Morocco.
Watch this here. This is that little block, Martin. Watch. He tries to run. See that? They just clatter in
Okay.
to João Neves deliberately, so as Ronaldo can just try and be a bit elusive as far as Rodri is concerned. But they kind of grabbed hold of him a little bit. But as ever, got away with it. There's a lot of that goes on in the modern game, an awful lot.
And here is Ronaldo. He works the goalkeeper from a tight angle.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot to beat Unai Simon from that sort of angle. I wondered if he could have hit this first time. could have done. He decided to have the touch and then do the little step over, but it just might have made the shot in the end that little bit harder to execute. However, first job was done there. Hit the target, make the goalkeeper save it.
Portugal looking to be the first team to score against Spain here in USA 2026. And that blocking will continue as Nuno Mendes lines up the corner, drills it a bit flat. Zabal gets to it.
It was outside.
In terms of population and space, trying to be the bigger here on a football field. Danny Olmo.
Yeah, and I think, Martin, these two teams, because they've got so many talented players that know each other, I think they're going to have these little spells, both teams, where they feel like they're getting on top and then very quickly it can change.
It's Pedri. Mal coming inside and leaving actually space for Pedro Porro down the right-hand side, but gone in the opposite direction to Cucurella. He's just left his English club Chelsea for Real Madrid. Going back home.
Come on, let's go.
Felix lost the ball in a rather dangerous area. Danny Olmo takes it on.
What the fuck is this? This stupid Bueno.
Who's had a good tournament, really stepped up, got himself a starting berth. Out by Pedro Porro. Cucurella maybe thought the goalkeeper was coming.
I think he did, just for a split second. He thought the goalie was going to come and sort that himself. And just quickly had to make sure that he tidied it up.
Rodri. Pedri. Another of these players who started international football at a ridiculously young age, held back a bit with injuries. Pedro Porro. 41 previous games.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to my stream.
In the World Cup, one Spain win, and that 3. Nuno Mendes is off and running. Ball from Bruno Fernandes, and Nuno Mendes still goes. There, but it just goes over the defender.
Come on, pass it to Lamine.
The trajectory is very difficult, but it was a bold run, typical of the man.
Come on, Lamine.
And here comes Lamine Yamal.
Lamine! Oh! Oh, shit! What a save!
What a brilliant passage of football that was.
Fucking hell!
Nuno Mendes so close, and then that's exactly what I mean, Martin, about when he attacks Nuno Mendes, somebody has got to be there to cover. Lamine Yamal had the first
Three
strike,
players, Mark. I mean, three players.
Diego Costa, really good stuff.
And that was Alex Bayana. And to curl it back in. Oh, we have to work both sides of his body to keep it at 0-0. Bayana to take the corner.
Oh shit. Come on.
It's out to the Yamal, who cleverly dinks it to Cucurella.
Come on. Ah.
What a goal that would have been. Cushion cross. Still might be on for Spain here.
Come on, take it.
Again.
Welcome guys, welcome.
Making sure he
Don't forget to like and share the stream, please.
It's really good stuff. That's a really good passage of play.
See Pepe in the back line there.
Deco back left.
Yeah. Deco now with Barcelona, of course.
Yes.
Some running repairs from Nuno Mendes. You must have played against Deco, did you?
I'm not sure, Martin. Not sure if I did.
You're part of the
Might
pitch.
have done, yeah. Paulo Sousa and the Rui Costa era. Luis Figo was mine. Might have been just after those boys.
So, Cucurella. Both sides so far have had moments. Ryan again. It's well measured. It gave Cucurella a real chance of getting it. And, Pedro Neto and Cucurella, of course, clubmates until the end of last month.
Correct. So just a few weeks ago, you're right.
Together on that far side, but not in that particular instant. There is Emmett Smith, really a legend of the NFL, and particularly in this part of the world. Generally, they've made such a wonderful job of converting these NFL grounds to the world game.
Come on, Pete.
The work that's gone on here, the NFL pitch that we've mentioned before, if you haven't heard it, is 4 feet beneath the grass. When you look at those blue lines across the far side, they're actually protecting executive boxes. There's glass behind those at pitch level above the advertising. That's where they couldn't get it all in because the NFL pitch is so much narrower than a football pitch.
What a chance! We also got missed.
Unnoticed.
The hell, I don't know why.
Up and running. Nuno Mendes.
Neat and tidy, as you would expect, both teams, when they've got the ball, when they've got good possession.
There's Pedro Neto, left-footed, but often prefers to play on the right.
Offside.
No flag.
Come on, offside.
Now the flag does go up. Cut back for João
You
Cancelo.
just waste the time.
From an offside position.
Yeah.
Pedri. Ooh. There's a run from Baena that he thought he'd be in. Pedri had seen him. It's Dani Olmo to leave Spain to make his career. Eventually Barcelona, who let him go at 17, paid a lot of money to get him back. Olmo again. With Rodri. Pedro Porro made a run in behind Nuno Mendes and João Felix.
Welcome guys, don't forget to follow me, please.
As we look. Spotted by referee Taylor. Baena beginning to Feel he's
No
being
yellow
put
card for
upon here
him.
by João Cancelo.
That's the
He's
yellow
actually
card.
given that, Martin. I think he might have done. I thought for a moment Alex Baena was being told to get back up on his feet,
No.
but actually
It happened before the ball was played. I think that's why the delay was. But he's got his decision. Atletico Madrid man. Zonal marking from Portugal. Port is in there. Barsi, the centre-back, who's not the tallest defender in the world. Let's get close to either of them. That was an interesting hit from Pedro Porro. And we're edging towards the hydration break. Andy, what have you made of the... it's a bit more than sparring, isn't it?
yes. Oh no, yeah. Look, I think both teams have shown.
Thank you guys for the like.
The best chance so far has fallen to Spain with Oyarzabal, who
Thank you for
failed to
sharing.
hit the target when totally in the clear. I think he'll regret that one. But
We didn't see not too much from Lamine. Just the first touch and first shot.
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it, like Beckham. Brilliant move here. David's going to the Home Depot for the assist. David can flip it like
Welcome guys, welcome.
paint it like Patricia. Deliver it like Dan.
My beehives. This is so relaxing.
Plant it like Patrick.
Or watch it all happen just like Josh.
Very happy to help.
We are deep into stoppage time. Oh, they must be careful here. Oh, but hang on, they are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR. The goal has been reversed! They have felt everything it is possible to feel.
A safer Ontario means playgrounds with no drug injection sites nearby. It means fewer cars being stolen thanks to more police officers and prosecutors. New jails so criminals stay behind bars. Public spaces without encampments. And bail reform that protects our neighborhoods. We're making every corner of Ontario safer to make all of Ontario safer. That's how we protect Ontario.
But look, it does give them the opportunity sometimes when managers and coaches find it difficult to get a message across to players. Well, you can do that.
He obviously saw the Portuguese coach something that he felt he could put right with that kind of discussion. What Spain have done, perhaps, in having to rely on his goalkeeper more times than he would have wanted to. Ruben Diaz. That's a great contest between those two.
The fuck? Why she scream like that?
Did well there, Cucurella, because Neto was after that, wasn't he? He's very quick, Pedro Neto. He gives them far more direct pace over on that side, but Cucurella is one of those defenders. He'll match anybody up and give as good as he gets.
Yeah, what Pedro Neto does, he speeds the game up, doesn't he? When he gets the ball, he's off.
He does. Yep. He wants it in front of him. That's when he's at his best.
That was, as you were saying, Andy, a straightforward piece of running between the two players, and I can imagine Pedro Neto probably thinks that's his best way of getting the better of Cucurella. He's pretty rapid. Bushy-haired left back. A lot of the games recently between these two have been drawn. 6 of the last 7 in regulation time. Led away by Pedro Porro. Knocked forward by Ruben Diaz, who had to really exert himself to get a bit of power on the header. Now Vitinha. Now Cancelo. Now they're dropping deep to influence proceedings. The possession here. Maybe that's the sort of thing that Roberto Martinez was emphasizing. Look.
Patience.
Yeah, a bit more patience. Yeah.
Just keep it, yeah. Wait for that right moment to be decisive with a forward pass. You have to go backwards. Don't be afraid to. Lots of teams nowadays, we see Martin recycling the ball, going backwards, even go back as far as the goalkeeper at times.
Spain might be able to break here.
Come on, send it to Lamine. Oh shit.
There was. Do you know, Nuno Mendes didn't really know where Lamine Yamal was there. Arta Vega does really well to slide in and just intercept. Had there been a little more pace on that ball from Dani Olmo, he would have been in and away. Yeah.
Vega into Pedro Neto territory.
And
Anthony Taylor deciding in Cucurella's favour. Handball. Is Kubasi. Now Dani Olmo. Pedro Porro could go down the outside here.
welcome guys, welcome to my stream.
Steaming forward. That's his game. So one way to deal with Nuno Mendes.
I like Pedro Porro. He's a good
Great
player.
run, Pedro Porro there, really good. He actually does very well, Nuno Mendes, to recover, slide in and knock that one away. Another corner for Spain.
It's their turn to involve in the blocking. It's work. Shaw back to Pedro Porro.
Yeah.
The other fullback, Cucurella.
Oh, come on! What the fuck?
There was improvisation by Diogo Costa.
Why they miss it so easy?
Quite sure.
Yeah,
Which bit of play
They miss so many chances.
just there, look. Pau Kubasi is who tries to get on the end of that, which made life very difficult there.
The fuck?
Having to go with his foot, and he cushioned it right back into the path of Olmo, who couldn't get any real power on it, but would have been flagged anyway.
Now on Ronaldo. Aymeric Laporte. Born in France, of course, naturalised on the residence qualification for Spain. Been quite a talking point, where their countries of birth have been for the players who are not representing their countries of birth. Now international football's had to adapt to that with the globalisation of the population.
Come on, come on.
Needed a fair bit of tenacity from Bruno Fernandes, but he showed it.
That's a bit of a shank from Laporte there. Got away with it.
It's a remarkable record for Unai Simon. 519 minutes before this game started, not conceding a goal. He's never been really regarded as an absolute top-class keeper, and yet De La Fuentes, who obviously had him young in the underage teams, has been an absolute standout. Vega. I think they've got David Raya, who's just won the Premier League with Arsenal and won the Champions League final. He's more of a footballing goalkeeper, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I think that they've got great competition, Martin, haven't they? As you say, Unai Simon, not always in everyone's top 10 of world goalkeepers.
Oh,
does a great job for his team.
Oyarzabal still be ruining that missed chance, but we're all good strikers. We forget about it in the end. And think about the next one.
Come on, Lamine. Come on. Fuck him up.
Again for Dani Olmo's made a terrific.
Oh, someone fucking take the shot on the target.
Great
fucking nail.
Brilliant work. He's very elusive, Dani Olmo. 1 minute he's running in behind Portugal's back line, then he's playing in the pocket in the number 10 position. Then he drops even deeper in front of Portugal's midfield, but no one's ever quite sure where he is.
Cucurella. And Baena working that left-hand side, away by Renato Vega. Portugal have to retreat again. Rodri.
Come on.
Now Pedro Porro. Lamine Yamal. Working with Pedri. It's not really a gap for him to go through.
Come on.
Looked fairly enough, but maybe not from Anthony Taylor's angle.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes got a foot in, so Lamine Yamal doing the right thing, wanting to pinch it back. Not a lot wrong with that, to be honest with you.
Cancelo, him back to Diogo Costa.
Pressure again from Spain all round.
Just a little extra sharpness you feel, don't you, Andy, about Spain? Or
yeah,
maybe you see it different.
No, look, there's not a lot in the game, Martin, but Spain are so tidy in possession. They're very, very good. Look, Portugal certainly also very capable, but the Spanish team, there is a nice rhythm to what they do when they keep in possession.
The goalkeeper's ball. Talk about players from other countries. He was born in Switzerland. Diogo Costa. Obviously to a Portuguese family to allow the qualification. Ruben Dias. Cucurella really took a chance there. Anything over the top of him, and Pedro Neto.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the likes.
Got better options, Spain, I think,
Love you all.
when they're looking forward at the moment.
Don't forget to follow me, please.
Getting in advanced positions as Pedro Porro is here to the right of Kubasi, or people like Dani Olmo starting to become a little more influential. Bit of space.
Wow.
João Neves struggling to find a way out. And Cancelo too, that could have been intercepted by Olmo. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Felix. Taken on by Vitinha. Advantage played by referee Taylor. João Neves. Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo is very good in the air still.
Oh shit.
Ronaldo
Let's
to try and
go.
just knock it over his shoulder into an unguarded net. João Felix paid a price for his bravery getting to the ball, crashed into the hoardings. Look at Ronaldo now.
Yeah. Unai Simon there came for the initial cross.
Oh.
Was floundering a little bit.
GG Unai.
Did well to get a fingertip on that.
What
João
the
Felix
save.
back to Ronaldo and then make that stop. Ronaldo couldn't really get any power on it. Back to goal and facing the wrong way, but nice play from Portugal. Good work, João Felix at the back post. Didn't give it up. Kept believing he could keep it in, and that was almost a very useful situation for Portugal. But the goalie there stepped off his line to come and get it. If he does that, he's got to make sure he grabs it. Unfortunately, he wasn't quite aware of where he was.
Portugal's first attempt since the 12th minute. It was a very you can get 40, 50, 60-year-olds, but you've still got pitches in your head like Cristiano Ronaldo had then, to see that the goal was
عزیز پخش زنده نمیشه این از خاطری که کپی رایت میکنه. Welcome guys. Welcome to my stream. Don't forget to like and follow.
A little bit all over the place, but does well to get back up and recover.
Pedro Neto is at the centre of an Anthony Taylor judgment that he's not quite in tune with. Will be dropped in Spain's direction.
It's a lot easier to get them boots on nowadays, Martin, isn't it? Hey, look.
Bro, I can't because, you know, because of the copyright.
Spin trainers.
That's it, they are.
They're designed for people your age. The boots are designed for Pedro Neto. And now, well, I've got 3 or 4 pairs here, so but not football boots. Here is Felix in the centre of attention again. Pedro Porro is going to get a talking to.
Yeah, he's giving it as much chance as he possibly can, Anthony Taylor here. That's a little bit niggly from Pedro Porro. Fullback wanting to let a winger know exactly that he's there, but I don't think there'll be too many more before Anthony Taylor starts clamping down on a few of those. What a switch that is.
And what an anticipation by João Cancelo, who realised that he set off and dictated.
Come on, Buena.
Actually, he was on his bike.
Yeah.
This has been given as a corner. It might be one of those that will be checked.
Great run. Great run from João Cancelo. Portugal fullbacks, they can do that from first minute to last. Charge up and down. Not a problem for them.
Well, the boots now to Pedro Neto's liking. It's a congested goal area. Unai Simon.
Thank you guys for the like.
Particularly if it's whipped in with pace.
I presume that chunk out the back of his boot is deliberate, Martin.
We could go on all day about what
They
the
call
player
it.
does. I think there's an advantage to be gained. Scoring a goal is the best way to get an advantage.
Oh shit.
Nuno Mendes, deflection along the way.
As soon as I saw the deflection, I thought it was in.
Shit. He hit the
Too
crossbar.
much room there for Nuno Mendes, who is not afraid to let fly from that sort of distance. Watch this, he hits this nice and hard, he really does. And it's Pedro Porro. You're always tempted to put something on it if you can, but it can often fly past your own goalkeeper.
It's disappearing from sight. Nuno Mendes will get purchase on the long throw, but Taylor has seen something which I think means the throw will be retaken.
Yeah, it's Mark Cucurella went down, but I think Anthony Taylor had just seen them getting involved a little bit at the near post, so he's ordered the throw-in to be retaken.
And it's not a long throw on the retake. It's a cross, not the best one from Nuno Mendes. João Felix trying to win it back. And
Come on, Lamine.
Oyarzábal's up with him.
Great feet.
This is the yellow card. He must get the yellow card.
He's still sitting on the ground expecting him to get the free kick. But Spain did have the ball, not quite in the most advantageous situation, but they've worked it back again. And,
Bro.
No. It's really good defensive work from João Felix. Watch him look stride for stride, getting back and just getting an all-important foot in.
Not much margin for error there.
No, you haven't got long either, Martin. If you do receive that ball 40 yards from the opposition goal, it won't be long before someone is trying to pinch.
Bro, I can't because of the copyright strike.
Quickly, what are you going to do with it?
Vega, Vitinha. João Felix actually emerged the last 10 minutes or so as quite a significant figure in the match, trying to push Portugal onwards, but doing his share in the opposite direction. There's Bruno Fernandes has got some space here. Ronaldo maybe if he'd been a little bit more central.
What the hell happened?
That's his first thought all the time, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can he get a yard and get his shot away? Couldn't there, he's a long way out.
There's Pedro Neto, Vitinha. A number of these players were playing in the States last year with their club sides. Pedro Neto had a great tournament in the Club World Cup. He scored 3 goals. Chelsea won it. Nuno Mendes. Lamine Yamal, who I'm sure has been briefed about what he's going to do. He'd rather be doing what he nearly accomplished a couple of minutes ago. That should be the goalkeeper's ball. And it is competent from Unai Simon.
Yeah, nice work, neat and tidy, nice and clean with the catch. Ronaldo just hovering a little bit in behind Unai Simon, but good work.
Pedro Porro. Spain threatening, but Portugal not without a sign or two of a punch of their own. Here's Baena, Cucurella. Laporte takes over.
Thank you guys, thank you for the like.
Oh, Danny almost found space again.
Come on!
Oyarzábal.
Fucking hell.
Switch it. And a hit and hope really from Rodri.
Yeah.
6 added minutes before half-time.
Yeah, there's a fan on the receiving end of that one from Rodri. I think you can see Dani Olmo on the right side of the screen there saying, let's keep the ball. Always tempting, Martin, midfield players, when you're in that shooting range. And then it's afterwards you either, or you often regret that perhaps you didn't just go wide and keep the pressure on. Just relieves all the pressure when you blast it over the bar.
I saw you blast plenty into the opponent's net, by the way.
I can tell you there was a good few that went over the top as well.
I did see some of those too. João Neves. And Ronaldo makes the run. Unai Simon. Spain trying to act quickly from the goalkeeper's distribution, but Portugal get back very quickly. Alex Baena. Pedro Porro play it inside Nuno Mendes.
Come on.
Lamine Yamal, he did
Oh,
just-
Lamine!
Offside, it wouldn't have counted.
But anyway, that was offside.
Movement from him though. And I think he's got to mix it up with against Nuno Mendes. Look, decides to just dart in behind. Once you make that decision, you can't wait. I don't think Pedro Porro did a lot wrong there. He's just always a little too early and going to be offside, but that's better from him. He can have it to feet, but also skip in behind occasionally.
Spain, you sense, really looking to up it before the break here. They've got a free kick.
Giving me yellow card.
Not a
Look
great
at
end
this.
to the challenge.
No. It's a long way out, this one, Martin. An awful long way out. I mean, we have seen them over the years. Previous World Cups, we've seen them fly in from this sort of range, but that's a
By
long
the way,
way.
that's a nice banner, isn't it? The legend versus the future. Ronaldo versus Lamine. Yes, but it is a ball that stays hit. We've emphasised that plenty of times. We've seen some wonderful goals struck from outside the penalty area. And plenty of headers as well. It might be more the latter route to an opening goal here. And that was actually
What?
on target, but maybe there was an offside on the initial knockback.
Well, the game's
What
gone
was
pretty
that?
much according to plan, hasn't it? It's very tight. It really is. The first goal in this one is going to be huge for whichever team is able to find it, but they both had their moments.
I think it could have been tighter, couldn't it? I mean,
Yep.
I was telling Andy before the game, a very good friend in Portuguese football said, be prepared for a long game, hinting that there would be a lot of caution involved. But there's been sensible defensive play, but creativity hasn't been off the menu. Angled on by Nuno Mendes. João Neves. He's another of the Paris Saint-Germain players involved in this game. Now Felix has a nice idea just to reverse it back. It's not too much on it. Be doing that, fetching and carrying and passing the responsibility and the ball to others. Like Oyarzabal, Correa, Oyarzabal again. Spain going nowhere on that passage of play.
Yeah, he's getting too deep there, Oyarzabal. Getting involved in areas where he doesn't really want to be doing that.
He's really a late developer. They played him through the middle of his club and now for his country, and running through the middle here at the other end is João Felix, who's never really settled in one club. Oyarzabal's only played for one club, Real Sociedad, whereas as Pedro Porro goes careering across. João Felix has been around the block a few times.
Oh, he has. Yes, he has.
Not
You're right.
settled.
Never really stuck it out for a significant period of time anywhere. But he's talented. He's a very talented boy, and he can play in a number of positions. He can play as a 10. He's playing off one side. It's not ideal for him today, but both teams, Martin, have got some good players on the bench, you know, who can have a big effect in this game too. It might come to that. It might well come to whichever manager is brave enough to make those changes first. That could be the difference.
Well,
This guy's
there has been certainly efforts. Nuno Mendes
That's
shot
easy.
deflecting onto the crossbar. The closest we've seen Diogo Costa.
First half time. What do you think about match?
Opposite number. But one or two of them have been routine. And we reach the break in Dallas. Portugal 0, Spain 0.
Say hi to the Lees and their newest family member, the Kia EV5. Gordon has a
Kia, movement that inspires.
Yeah, I can't share screen right now. I'm clicking it and everything. I got you. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Sorry, am I muted?
We also deliver.
Perfect.
Striker is on the move. He cuts inside. He dribbles past one defender. He's heading towards the box. He shoots. Goal!
Out together dancing. Out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Every 4 years, we make family traditions. And if we're lucky, make noise. Make purchases with the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Plus card to earn Scene Plus points faster and take your tradition to new places.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For a limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
Should be a very interesting match. Players are set to take the field, and Canada is fired up. Is there a touch? Penalty. That is a massive decision.
he said, beaming around at them. Ron pulled out his own wand. The club flew suddenly out of the troll's hands.
Stupefied!
There was a blinding flash of red light.
Harry Potter, the full cast audio editions. Listen on Audible.
Still 0-0 at half-time in the opening game of the day at the World Cup in Dallas between Portugal and Spain. This is the Coca-Cola half-time, and Cristiano Ronaldo with both of Portugal's shots on target in the first half of this one. They've had 5 shots in total. Spain with 55% of the possession, 8 shots, of which 3 of them have been on target. As we welcome you back inside our studios here in downtown Vancouver at Jack Pool Plaza. Quite a crowd mixed today between Spain and Portugal out there. There hasn't been an awful lot for these fans to cheer in the first 45 minutes of this one. Luke Wildman, Stephen Caldwell, Atiba Hutchinson and Kevin Kilbam with you here. And Stevie, have Spain probably looked at their most dangerous on the counter today?
Yeah, turnovers from Portugal have created some big opportunities for Spain, and that is when they've looked most dangerous, I would say, when they get that ball, they play really quickly down the centre of Portugal, and it's been quite effective. And they should be in the lead from some of these chances. It's you know, comfortable possession in a lot of ways from Portugal, and then when they give it away, you see the big gaps there that are possible for Spain to go into. And almost been excellent. He's been a key. Atiba's highlighted him at times, being that key man in between the lines, and some of his passes, Atiba, in terms of his vision, picking people out, has been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. You see that moment where he gets into position to make that final pass, and he had 1 or 2 other ones where he almost got it through, slipping one through to Lamine Yamal. But great efforts from Olmo. I think the game has kind of been back and forth. They're kind of just testing each other out. They don't want to really do too much. They want to make sure they're organized. So a little bit slow at times, Kev.
Yeah, I think it's been a bit nervy. It's been suffocated really in the middle of the park. I think Rodri's been the standout player really for Spain, and it just hasn't really ignited yet the way we maybe envisaged it might do. But I think that's because of the quality on both sides. It's been a little bit of a stalemate right now, Luke.
Talk about Portugal in a minute, because they probably had their best spell towards the end of the half, but before that, in the middle of the half, what worked for Spain as they got the dominance?
Yeah, I thought Spain were dominating the game in the middle of it, Luke, and I think they were establishing themselves in the match, had more of the possession. Felt like Rodri was controlling that first half more than anybody else. And, you know, little half chances, I wouldn't say too much, but little kind of mid-length crosses, offside almost here, but we don't know if he was offside in the first ball. Keeper does quite well. Costa, he's actually been okay in a few occasions, but nothing to shout about, Kev, was it? It's little bits here and there, and the game's ready to ignite, hopefully. We just feel like, as we said, that both teams are a little reserved and they don't want to lose rather than go out there and win the game.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times as well. We looked at that battle before the game with Nuno Mendes and Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal hasn't ignited yet, has he? And Mendes a couple of times has got forward, and that's created a bit of space for Lamine Yamal. That's where the chance is probably going to come from overall, where it might be quick counters, Teves, and it's just stagnated really in different areas, but I think more so in the middle of the park because of the quality that's on show, I suppose.
That's right, yeah, Kev. I think maybe the last 15 minutes or so is where you've seen Spain get a little bit more comfortable and play the game that we've seen them, you know, used to playing in and around the box with some, you know, good movements in behind. But yeah, both teams are not playing at a high level right now, I would say.
Spain still yet to concede a goal in this tournament. In fact, it's an ongoing record right now. 564 World Cup minutes going all the way back to the group stages of Qatar since Unai Simon last conceded a goal in the World Cup. Portugal's best opportunities probably came towards the break. Cristiano Ronaldo, the lowest touches of anyone with just 12, but the most shots on target with 2.
I mean, we spoke about this Ronaldo before. It's not going to be a concern for Ronaldo with him not having too much involvement in the game, but he comes alive in the box, and the 2 touches he's had have created chances for himself, really, and first one came about a little bit in transition themselves, and you feel as though that's where this game is going to be won. Ronaldo on the angle, little step over, we've seen that from him so often, but the angle is against him, and it was comfortable enough really for Unai Simon with the angle against Ronaldo. But that's where it's been, Steve. It's been a couple of half chances for Ronaldo, the 2 shots on target, nothing else really to go on really for Portugal overall.
This is his other one that's quite inventive, what he's trying to do. He's a bit unlucky there actually with that one, but that was a good move from Portugal. It was the first time they kind of strung kind of 8-10 passes together and ended up getting an entry at the box and an opportunity in the end. But I would say it's been really tense. I think both these sides know the first goal of Tiba is going to be vitally important. It is in a lot of knockout games, but I think with the quality of the teams and the way that they have this control over a game, slow football, that first goal is going to be vital, isn't it?
Yeah, I think for Ronaldo, that's all he needs to think about. Not to do too much, you know, in the open play, but be in those positions and take your chance when it comes. I think a real highlight for Portugal has been Mendes. He's been really exciting, you know, really good going forward, doing the right things defensively. So maybe if they can get a little bit more from him in the second half, then, you know, he can create that pass or maybe get a goal from that.
It is a third all-time World Cup meeting between these teams. When they met last in the round of 16 back in 2010, it needed to go to a David Villa goal, and 1-0 was the final score, and that one still goalless after 45 minutes here. The second half action on the way. The US or Belgium awaiting in the World Cup quarter-final.
One plus one equals more of the greatest stories. Hulu on Disney Plus. Stories about survivors. Pablo Escobar.
The most dangerous planet. Murder. Prophecy.
Beer and propane.
Dawn of a new era.
Dodging death. The Premier League.
Whatever it takes.
Power, faith, and love.
Where do you hail from? Canada.
Best of the best stories now with even more from Hulu.
Amazing.
Have it all with Hulu on Disney Plus.
Aww. Ben's gonna miss.
TD My Spend. It's how we're making banking more human.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For a limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
Right now on TSN.ca and the TSN app, we've got even more World Cup news, highlights and reaction from across the tournament, including the latest reaction to FIFA lifting the match ban on Fuller and Balogun for tonight's game for the US against Belgium. Don't miss a moment of the action and keep up to date with your favourite teams with TSN.ca and the TSN app. Here's the view of downtown Seattle, where tonight the host nation, United States, will take on Belgium in the round of 16. Whoever wins this one will play the winner of this first game between Portugal and Spain. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific is the kickoff time for that one in the Pacific Northwest. But when we continue, it's back to Dallas. The second half action on the way. Portugal and Spain tied 0-0.
Buck Martinez here with the Buck & Inch deal by Pizza Pizza. Get a 12-inch medium two-topper for $12, 14-inch, $14, a huge 18-inch, $18. Buck & Inch, only at Pizza Pizza.
There's dreaming about it, and then there's experiencing it with Amex Platinum. The trip you imagined becomes unimaginably real. You're seated at the hottest table in town. And just like that, you've scored access to pre-sale tickets, and you're singing every word. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Amex.
And also,
if you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me.
Capaz que no sabe quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
Aw, that's cute. I'm gonna be so big, I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
It's World Cup time. Ready to kick off. Goal off. Dance off. Cheers off. Smirnoff. Game on. Smirnoff.
Don't tell me you lost your debit card. Don't worry, you can just...
I know. Lock my card with the BMO app.
No, I was going to say you can just check with the VAR. I don't know what all the fuss is about. I like VAR.
Let's get you back to Dallas for the second half. It is goalless between Portugal and Spain. Martin Tyler with the call.
Welcome back to Dallas, where we have reached a landmark which I must tell you about. It's very special, actually. Since the first World Cup in 1930, over 50 million supporters have watched matches in World Cup stadia. That record has been reached today here at Dallas in today's match. So I guess congratulations FIFA, first of all.
Yeah.
The World Cup, which reaches, of course, its centenary with the next edition. That's some turnout.
It certainly is.
Welcome back, guys.
Well, Spain out and raring to go. The referee is in place. And finally...
Welcome back.
Just making the most of the moment. Cristiano Ronaldo coming on as if to top the bill, followed by the cohorts in red as they go head-to-head again to try and separate. Well, geographically, there's obviously a very narrow divide between the two countries, and Andy Townsend, a very narrow divide between the two football teams.
Yeah, nothing much to choose between them, Martin. Spain edged it in the first half, but only just. Still a great opportunity for either team here to score first and go and put themselves in pole position.
Well, that search for the opening goal goes on from the start of the second half.
I mean,
Here's Oyarzabal. He'll be still ruining that first half chance that got away from him, but he knows he's got the capacity to still win the game.
what the fuck?
On the counter-attack is Pedro Neto, speeding up the match again, as he loves to do. His teammates gradually getting up with him.
Just as because he chops back there, Pedro Neto, the chance goes away, and that's a poor ball from Bruno Fernandes in the end. Comes to nothing. I think Pedro Neto keep going. He's got Aymeric Laporte is backing him up into towards the edge of the 18-yard box. I think both teams have got to be a little braver in the last third.
Yes, it's not exactly risk averse, but no one's taking too many, are they?
No, not enough, I don't think. Just looking at the options available to both coaches, Roberto Martinez really does have some strong options forward-wise, attacking-wise on that bench with Rafa Leao, Gonzalo Ramos, Trincao, etc. These are very gifted players.
Here's Ruben Dias. Joe Neto chopping back infield again. And now maybe trying to get up the outside. He'll get a throw out of this. No, he won't. For Spain, it's their 17th World Cup, going back when looking at the history of the competition. 13th in a row. Being sturdy competitors, culminating in that success in South Africa back in 2010, where they beat Portugal in the round of...
Don't pass him like that.
Cape Town, 1-0. Could be a 1-0 here.
What the fuck?
Could be either way.
He can run. That wasn't foul.
Made the most of that, Ronaldo there, really. I don't think there's that much contact with Dani Olmo. The ball just got away. Look, yeah, that reaction says it all, but Anthony Taylor gives the free kick, and another chance.
As the big Spanish fan, the actor Javier Bardem. Very well known in his home country as an actor and producer as well. Famous fan for the Spain brigade here. Again, it's catching practice. Well, nice thing on, but Portugal win it back again. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, caught a little bit out of shape, and then neither one thing or the other from João Cancelo.
Good situation they're in once more, Portugal, but without anything significant on target.
Trying to edge Portugal into a press they don't really want to do, you feel. Dani Olmo, in periods of the first half, found a lot of space. Oh, he's made a risky back pass then. Olmo goes across, helps out Cucurella.
Come on. Pedri.
Nice Pedri.
Come on, Lamine. Lamine.
So there are individual battles going on all over the pitch, particularly in the wide areas.
Yeah, strong there, wasn't he? Nuno Mendes stood up and he had the back in and probably knew exactly where Renato Vega was behind him. Stayed on his feet nicely, timely interception.
On the ball from Ruben Dias, Cucurella underneath it. Anthony Taylor's refereed Mark Cucurella many, many times.
Buena.
Came back.
Fucking stupid shit.
Now here is Pedro Neto. Cucurella miles out of position. Pedro Neto across. And
change him.
well, it wasn't the worst ball because it's gone out for a throw.
Yeah, Alex Bain is lucky there because he's the one that gives the ball away. And Cucurella, look, on the left of the screen, has gone past him. Now all of a sudden, Pedro Neto has got the ball absolutely where he wants it. Decides to go rightly on the outside, but the ball in is neither one thing nor the other. It's a bit too quick along the floor. He could have stood it up a little bit and give Ronaldo a chance to put his head on it, but quality wasn't quite there.
There is Baena.
Come on, run.
Danny Olmo.
Come on.
Who goes again? Nuno Mendes. Didn't have to get out of third gear, really.
Come on, take the ball. Fuck you, Olmo.
Tall, elegant player that's playing number 10, but he's not absolutely going to outrun you.
Shit.
They this is what Olmo is good at, finding space.
Yes.
Keeping the game ticking over, giving Yamal a chance really
Oyarzabal.
to give
Bench.
pass to Nuno Mendes, who's still on the ground and maybe hurt.
That's the first time Lamine Yamal has set him up and really sprinted beyond him. Nuno Mendes on that occasion was struggling to keep up. Again, on the other side, Alex Baena has got to get in the box. They've got to have more presence in the area, Spain. There are times when people are making good runs, getting into good situations, not enough people in that box.
Nuno Mendes was only bruised in the area of pride rather than any actual physical injuries. Up on his feet, and Spain maybe look to work that side again. Cucurella. Baena. Rodri. The hub of the side. Kubasi. So a little bit tight between the men on the right, Pedro Porro and Lamine Yamal, and Portugal trying to exploit some space behind them. Ronaldo. Still going. Very fair challenge.
Yeah, good challenge. Nuno Mendes is down, Martin. He's down
maybe it was more than pride. Yeah.
That's a big problem for Portugal, that is, because he is a significant part of what they've got going forward and making sure he gets back, but that sort of look on his face suggests that his race is run.
He's the player who's had most touches in the game for Portugal.
Sort of lunged in, didn't he, because Lamine Yamal had stolen a yard from him. Sort of look about, Martin, when you stretch like that, it can be a hamstring, could be anything, but they're not signalling to the bench yet, are they? That they need to change.
Diogo Dalot, who can play right back or left back. Yep, Nelson Semedo. You can say the same thing about him as well. So they're not short of cover, but he is very much the main man. Messages are going back to the bench. We're not seeing is a big screen Emmitt Smith, the former Dallas Cowboy, superstar in the NFL world. Austin McPhee with the long hair is organising the change, which does see Nelson Semedo being summoned into the match. It's a toss of a coin match, isn't it, really?
It is, it is. This is the first enforced change, really. Does that give Lamine Yamal, I don't know, a little bit more hope? I mean, now you've got a right-footed left-back, so when Lamine steps inside on his left foot, he's going into Semedo's strength a little bit. But I've said before about when you come on as a sub, sometimes it's not quite so easy to pick it up, the pace of the game and the intensity of it.
One thing that Spain will be glad of will be that talk about Lamine Yamal, whether he'll beat Semedo or not, but Nuno Mendes won't be galloping into Spanish territory down the left-hand side, which he loves to do and has done successfully against them before. Semedo's quick, but he's not quite that kind of...
No, he's not as dynamic.
Up and at him, is he?
No,
that's the word.
Yeah.
Great word, Andy. Dynamic, yeah. As Porro is pretty dynamic himself. It's not simply Bernardo Silva we got a glimpse of then. Hasn't been able to get himself regularly into the team. Making a move, he was going to go to Atletico Madrid. All the forms were signed and everything, and the plane was there, and then the plane took him to Real Madrid instead. It was a very late approach, but a successful one. Semedo plays in Turkey now, having left Wolverhampton Wanderers in English football, where he had 5 years. Was at Barcelona before that. Good pedigree, good player. Ronaldo, a good yard offside, I would say.
And the flag went up straight away.
Pedri's ball for Dani Olmo.
I think, Martin, it's the sort of game, we haven't got one player out there that's really on top of his game. I think we've got a lot that are playing very steady and playing very well. We don't have anybody really sparkling, absolutely.
Well, certainly in an attacking sense, yeah. Defenders are dominating, whether they're being challenged enough. I think Andy's got a good point, but there's Baena had a good shot in the first half. Dani Olmo just trying to roll in behind the Portuguese defence. A little bit of extra acceleration from Bruno Fernandes. Now he is a player in an attacking sense who would be feeling he could contribute more to Portugal's chances of winning. Not because he's not been involved in the game, but it's not been a game to suit his particular talents. But his particular talents can win a game like this, that's for sure. Here's João Neves. João Felix. Ronaldo, can he reach it? Only tentatively. Small margins.
Yeah, all good one. It's the right idea from João Felix. He makes a nice run, Ronaldo, but he's having to wait for it, sort of hanging in the air a little bit, trying to adjust his feet.
And put pace into it,
yeah,
which
and
was
get
difficult.
Something significant on it, Martin, yeah, and he couldn't do either, really.
Breaks the way of Marc Cucurella. Pedri and Rodri. Since that shot from Alex Baena in the 16th minute, it's their last shot on target, Spain. So although they're in a way catching the eye, they're flattering in that respect. Kubasi. They did let go forward a lot in the first half. He's not done quite so much in the second. Then maybe had quite so much controlled possession. Here he is again, the young man. Another young man. Not 19 until next week.
Really good work, João Felix there. He's back on top of his fullback, who's just come on, Nelson Semedo. He intercepts that pass from Lamine and then hits the floor, having just got tripped, and that's good work.
Pedro Neto's just towed it into Spain's path. Pedri!
There's a chance. That's a great situation. Yeah, ball giveaway from a Portugal perspective. It looks like Renato Vega's got a little touch on that. Dani Olmo heads up, finds Pedri on the edge of the box, exactly where you want to be as a central midfielder. People flying out at him, a little deflection, but another Spanish corner.
And now gone. Spain looking to open the scoring here. Vitinha could have got it further away than that. And that's led to another corner. As Lamine Yamal, who was poised on the edge of the area, suddenly came onto it. There you have it. And the goalkeeper has it as well. In fact, with a bit of physical contact on him, he probably would have got a foul, but he's clung onto the ball expertly.
Yeah, very nice work. Diogo Costa there. It's exactly what you want. The ball's up there, if it's hanging a little bit, can your goalkeeper come and claim it? And he did that perfectly.
Signed a new contract with Porto recently, but they've lowered the buyout clause, which suggests that there might be a move in the offing. It's a very nice switch of play to João Cancelo. He's kept on running into the middle. He's capable of getting a goal himself. Played in other positions as well as fullback. Dani Olmo lost his bearings, lost the ball. Now Vitinha. Bruno just caught by Pedri. No malicious intent, none taken. Cancelo. Vitinha. Now Pedro Neto setting off, wanting it back, maybe not wanting it back, but it was coming back.
Yeah, João Cancelo tried to return the ball to Pedro Neto.
Not sure there was a
it wasn't
pathway for it.
No, it was always a bit ambitious, that one.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at really fine margins here, Andy, aren't we?
And the bench.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the bench. I think soon we'll start to see some changes. Neither coach really wants to show their hand first. And when I say changes, Mike, I mean attack-minded changes. Changes with intent to make the difference, not just to fill a gap or replace someone who's struggling a little bit. I'm talking about a change that can just give us a different look about what we're witnessing.
Nicely done by Pedri. They could play tiki-taka with him in the team, couldn't they? But
absolutely.
A different approach from Luis de la Fuentes. So everyone really holding their breath in the ground, waiting for a decisive moment, because there has to be one. Got there first, and he can go again on the outside, but Lamine Yamal through the middle looks the opposite flank. Alex Bayana. Cancelo trying to get it away, didn't get it away. It was angling across.
Yeah, a real sting in the shot.
Bayana.
Alex Bayana there. Comfortable stop, that is. Just for a moment then, when Lamine Yamal switched that ball from left to right, it looked like something might happen, but again, fizzled out a little too quickly.
20 minutes played in the second half. Still no real clue as to which way it's going to go. But I think plenty of clues that it's going to be narrow. Porro has got there and no one attacking it.
Someone's got to get in there.
That's where we are lacking goals. If no one, he's looking at it thinking, I mean, Cucurella likes to get into goal scoring positions. The opposite fullback, he's just standing and it's just see him on the edge of your picture.
Got to get people in there. Danny Olmo turns around to his teammates and says, come on guys, where are we?
Yeah.
Got to get in the box. We've just got one in there, then the delivery's got to be inch perfect. Got to have others trying to get in there, and you've really got to battle to get in there, Martin. You've got to put your foot to the floor to try and sprint past your opposite man. You're not just going to glide in there and roll something in the back of the net. You've got to sprint.
Anthony Taylor been pretty consistent on players going to ground what he believes is cheaply. Spain fans had their different view on that one. Everybody working so hard off the ball makes it so difficult for the team with the ball to make the opening, which would be so precious. Ibasa. Pedro Porro.
Did I miss something?
Correa. Possession for Spain.
Let's go. Come on.
Run.
Oh, Oyarzabal, you fucking piece of shit.
Positioning.
Change buena. Oyarzabal.
Change up as we go to the break.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste
Welcome guys.
everything? Centuries?
Lovely skill to get out of a tight situation, and now a powerful run forward. Just look at the way he turns the defender and gets away. He just couldn't quite get hold of that one. What an occasion. What drama here for these fans to witness. It's a goal.
Play for the Ultras? Game over.
Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Zero. Canada isn't just pretty. It's powerful. And our government has a plan to unlock that power. As the world races towards clean energy, Canada's government will use our natural advantage to build world-class energy projects that bring down costs, create thousands of new jobs, and lower emissions. We'll build a cleaner future in a way that only Canada can. A message from the Government of Canada.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Of going home where we played well, you know. are going to be certainly a change for Portugal. Rafael Leao
and Diogo Dalot by the looks, Martin.
Haven't been quite who's come off yet. They are the two. João Cancelo is off. And João Felix as well.
Stupid, let's do the change for
Diogo Dalot is experienced player, right back or left back, probably could play central midfield, but he offers a bit of option for Portugal defensively. And Leao is, well, you never know.
No, you don't. I like him. I really like Rafael. I think he's got that ability to produce something a little different, and that's what this game needs. It's what it feels like is going to settle this contest, is someone producing something a bit special. He can do that.
Come on. Give him a card. How many times?
Those eyes looking at Anthony Taylor as if to say, you're going to show him a card.
Here's Semedo, the substitute, and you said earlier about how
every time they do it on Yama.
He's had a few minutes now, but he still doesn't look super settled.
No, and I think Lamine Yamal will fancy his chances on a more consistent basis against Nelson Semedo. There's a committee meeting round the ball.
But let's leave it to the kid. That's what the other Spain players.
Come on, Yama.
Whipping and needed saving.
Certainly did. Hit it hard, didn't he? Straight out the goalkeeper. Diego Costa just raises his right arm, tips it over, takes no chances with it, but powerful strike.
Spain corner. Goalkeeper has to reach for it again. And Semedo says, let's get it upfield. There's activity in the Spain dugout as well.
Often the case, Martin, as soon as one coach makes a couple of changes, then there's usually a response.
Ferran Torres, who's a good favourite of De La Fuentes.
Come on!
Another one he's had since a kid, since a youngster. And he thinks, actually said publicly, he doesn't quite get Ferran Torres the acclaim that he deserves because he's such a modest, nice guy, the player. He doesn't seek publicity. And he won't be the most famous number 7 on this pitch, will he?
No. But he can nick a goal, can't he, Ferran Torres? You know, he can finish.
24 goals in 61 caps.
Come on, Lamy.
There's a break on here. Is there a finish this time?
Oh.
Getting further and further forward with Lamine Yamal.
I just think I'm expecting him to take those boys on in the box there. He's got them all back pedaling towards and in their own box, but
Dalot's made a good run here.
For Spain. That's good.
Didn't get the throw. There's a bit to do to get your hands on the real one for either of these countries.
Come on,
Ferran Torres.
Come on.
Famously scored a hat-trick against Germany. This takes a bit of doing. That's 5 years ago now. Here's Leao. So the substitute's trying to kick in here in Dallas.
Offside. Offside. Offside.
Coutinho. Oh, it's a good header. Bruno Fernandes.
What the fuck? That was offside.
He got a good connection. He was within range, even from an awkward angle.
Yeah, he certainly did. He did really well, actually, to get his body in just to bump Cucurella out the way. And that gave him the space to take the shot with his right foot. Hits it sweet enough, but it's always a couple of yards wide. But that's better from Portugal, that.
Well, the clock ticks on.
Lamid.
But you're going to get the goal to win it. I guess the later the better. They're able to see it through. Here's Dani Olmo. Pedri. Square passes.
I swear he must be changed. Oyarzabal. He played not well.
Yamal on the right. Kubasi. Pedri. Dani almost set off. I'm sure to spin and swivel to get a pass through to him. It didn't come. Pedri's kept the ball. Not wasting possession in the search for an opening. And Ferran Torres with the kind of run that could decide the game.
Yeah. Just skipped off the surface and got away from Ferran Torres there. Yeah, and in that kind of slower build-up, which Spain are guilty of a little bit at times, it just gives Portugal a better chance to get set, get in a good position, get blocked and pick those runners off a little bit. When Lamine Yamal gets it, in fairness to him, there's a bit of speed in their attacking play, but he hasn't been able to find the final ball yet to give someone a real gilt-edged chance.
Kubasi. Cucurella's
Come on.
himself up again.
Good
And
job,
he's on the ball and surprisingly got rid of it, but then he's fooled us all because he's made a run behind off the ball. Oh,
come on.
Can he find the shot? I think it was a decent shot, but
Good job.
What a block.
Let's go.
That's brilliant work. Nelson Semedo goes to ground to try and block. But the big centre-half is behind his teammate and stretches a leg brilliantly to block it.
Confirmation on the huge screen here, 70,649 today's attendance. Spain's corner. It's
Come on.
not dealt with particularly well by Diogo Costa, and that could cost him, but it didn't. They came out and punched well, but Spain have got it back again.
Come on, you can pass. That's him.
It's a lovely ball.
Come on. Oyarzabal, what the fuck are you doing?
He's suddenly finding a position or two. They're asking for handball here.
You know, Emerick Laporte was in that position where this ball ends up. That's interesting to see whether that does touch Renato Viega's arm. Let's have a look from this. It kind of went underneath his arm almost, didn't it? Might have brushed the side of his chest.
That's what they were asking for, but Ferran Torres has now given them a point in their attack.
Yes, he has. Yep.
And here is Lamine Yamal, who's always sharp in his work. As with the corner, glanced away.
What?
Handball. Easy one to give that. I don't think the other one was even checked, was it? With the player sliding to the ground. And Rodri was caught out. We're going to see Bernardo Silva and Francisco Conceição. His dad played for Portugal in a World Cup 20 years ago.
question, Martin, is how long Roberto Martinez wants to give Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, the ultimate goal scorer, yes.
And the penalty taker, of course.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
It's a long, long way to go. Ferran Torres, again, the De La Fuente's favourite, is doing well for his boss. And here's Ronaldo. Playing safe. Bruno Fernandes was possibly on. It would have been a difficult ball and probably would have been given away, which is maybe the sensible approach from the senior citizen on the pitch and in the tournament. Here's Rafa Leao doing his thing. There's a deflection on the cross. He's been with AC Milan for a long time, but there is talk that he'll be moving on this summer.
Showed real pace there and a determination, didn't he, to try and get beyond Pedro Porro, but just didn't make decent contact with the cross.
Rodri. Oyarzabal. Lamine Yamal. Oyarzabal, not quite sure what he was trying to do, wasn't it?
Bro, change Oyarzabal.
And here's Leao. Good spot by Bruno Fernandes to get ahead of.
Change Oyarzabal.
They couldn't switch the play. Well, here come the latest Portugal changes.
Fuck you, La Fuente. You piece of shit.
They will be the last ones unless we go to extra time.
I don't know why he saved.
And Sergio Conceição, who is very similar in a sense, he's a left-footed right winger. Also left-footed is Bernardo Silva, who has come up with this extraordinary move.
Iglesias, William, Moreno, Gavi, Fabian Ruiz. Too many options. They have too many options to bring.
So off we go. Well, that's not going to be a corner. It's the free kick anyway. And Mikel Merino, a very versatile character, so to enter the fray for Spain.
And someone who can pinch a goal, Martin, more importantly. Mikel Merino's good in any wide free kicks or corners that are coming in. Can often get on the end of something in the box.
Just checking the 5 substitutes that have been used by Portugal, which means, unless we go to extra time, Cristiano Ronaldo will play the 90 minutes.
It's Fabian Ruiz as well, by the looks.
Gifted.
It's a big call taking Dani Olmo off, because he's one of those guys that, you know, can get himself into a nice position around the edge of the box.
Why he took out Pedri?
His work is done. There's an opportunity now for Fabian Ruiz and Mikel Merino.
Here's Lamine Yamal.
Come on, Lamine.
Space to run into.
Great run, son. Great run.
Oyarzabal. Lamine Yamal again. Appreciate some space to run into. Space on this near side. Pablo Ruiz. Ball deflected awkwardly for the goalkeeper, but he made it hit. Lamine Yamal again. Appreciative. Goalkeeper, but he made it his.
I do think in a minute, Martin, Lamine Yamal will go on his own. I really do. I mean, brilliant run there. Again, he looks up and he tries to switch it out to the opposite side of the field. If he can, I'd love to see him try and do it on his own, because I think he can get into a shooting position himself.
There is Marc Laporte. Correa. They kept their starting back four together, Spain, which have had to change theirs because of an injury. Kabasi. USA or Belgium await the winners, but who will be the winners? It remains a mystery here in Dallas. Trying to force Unai Simon into a misjudgment. Back by Semedo, only Spain's way though. I think when Spain get into these sort of positions, they do look the more dangerous team. Mikel Merino, he too has a hat-trick in international football to his name. He's only been really a makeshift striker. Lamine Yamal. Torres. Again, it's thoughtful play.
Yeah, but it's you're in the box, Martin.
Yeah.
Thought there, Ferran Torres. I think he could have hit one with his left foot.
Yeah.
And then eventually kind of just turned that opportunity down, and then it's one pass too many.
Here's Ruben Diaz. He's used to winning trophies. He's won 11 with Manchester City. Now, almost behind Conceição.
Come on, give him.
And Anthony Taylor's tried to understand the fixture, I think. There comes a time.
It's Bernardo Silva who gets the card, because he's the one who goes. I mean, that really isn't a sensible challenge, that. Because look, there's no point in complaining. It's a definite yellow card challenge. His foot is high, and that's silly, because you need his energy to get close to people and to stop people from playing and picking passes, and that means now he's got to be ultra careful.
Finally, Anthony Taylor has produced the yellow card. I think his personality and his experiences control the fixture very well. A game that could easily develop into a lot of needle. Ronaldo trying to sneak in here. Sure, the flag would have gone up.
Yeah, was in an offside position, actually, in fairness.
Come on.
Rodri.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like and follow me, please.
Ferran Torres is in the middle. So is Marino as well. Be careful giving away those free kicks. You take him, we're into the 6 added minutes before extra time.
Come on! Come on! Yes! 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 Yes!
Finished by the versatile Mikel Merino.
Yes.
No wonder.
Yes.
In emergencies, you can stick the midfield man up top, because that's what he does.
Moreno. Fucking love you.
And the later you get in front in a game like this, the better it is. And this is pretty late, Andy Townsend.
Oh, it's very late. As soon as this guy came on, I said that he's got a knack, he's got a habit, Mikel Merino, of scoring big goals. We saw him doing it for his club team Arsenal this season on a number of occasions. This quick free kick is taken by him, actually. That's the goal scorer. Now watch him drifting forward.
What a pass. Yeah.
Too wide, the two central defenders too far apart, and he's right between them. And with that left foot, he
Bro, we are about this game. We could at least do it. Score 2-3 goals at least.
To create something significant. Spain have just found it.
Well, it's more and more.
Come on, defense. All the way, guys. 5 minutes.
Mikel Merino's manager, Mikel Arteta.
Just 5 minutes.
Substitutes. He says some players start and some come on and wrap up the win, and he may well have wrapped up a win for his country here.
Let's go. Just 5 minutes.
And that is the
Kick.
50th goal by a substitute.
Get a red card. Everything.
That's how important they are.
Yeah, we've had around 260, I think.
All the way, guys. All the way.
Well, the clock is
it's the 270th.
Yeah, the clock is officially ticking away. So Portugal are going to have to serve this ball forward at every opportunity.
Run for your life.
Here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran.
Get away.
Pass the fucking ball. Don't hold the ball.
Well, it's a red flag for the team in red now. They have to find something to get.
Good job. Good job.
A place still in the World Cup to extend the glittering World Cup career of their captain and iconic figure Cristiano Ronaldo, to extend the tenure.
Come on, come on.
For Roberto Martinez in the job.
Offside.
So there's
Wasn't that offside?
desperation in their minds, but there's got to be calmness with their feet. And that's
Yellow card.
very well played. Later in his career, he's used his versatility. Normally played as a midfield man, had a spell even in England way back with Newcastle United. Didn't play very much. And he's matured into a man capable of getting a win.
Come on. All the way, guys. All the way. Hard. Hard on them. Hard.
In by Semedo.
Come on.
Conceição. In by
It's
Bruno
not.
Fernandes, very deep. Not how to play. Leao will keep it alive. They have to score to keep themselves
Come on.
alive
Go.
in this wonderful tournament. Semedo. Here's Ruben Diaz.
All the way. All the way.
And we get him in the middle if a cross comes in. Should be going there now, but others are in there. Kubasi, cushioned header. It's on its way. Semedo.
Yeah.
Ruiz. Here's Ruben Diaz. And we get him in the middle if a cross. This is really the last knockings. Well onside.
All the way. Hard. Hard.
Marino up on the big screen in the stadium. They're showing the graphic of that. And the fans, Portuguese fans who might have felt shortchanged by that. Here's Vega.
Yes.
Yes. In the last minute, Andy Townsend. Yeah. Do you feel that they are deservedly shading this?
Well, look, I said there was never going to be much in this game, Martin. I think what we've
All the way, guys.
suggests that, but it's just about a moment. These big moments separate these sort of teams in these sort of games, and you just hope it's your team that grabs it. Spain have got it.
Come on.
And Portugal have literally got seconds left now if they want to stay in this competition. Got to come in the box. It's got to go in.
And it does. Well, it doesn't. It goes wide to Conceição. It's a decent ball in too. Well. Bernardo Silva.
Hit.
Being taken out of the complaints in his own clubmates. That is a whisker.
Yeah, maybe if it had been anybody else, Martin, a little bit taller, look, can just get above that, climb a little bit higher, and might have been able to pop that in the net.
Thank you, Bernardo.
Spain have still got one change. The tall striker, Boy Iglesias, is on for Oyarzabal. He's surely not going to get a touch of the ball.
Come on. Finish.
No, we had it.
7 minutes.
Last game here, didn't we? Where there would have been a winning goal. This would have been an equalising one. He does get a touch.
Come on.
Iglesias. Eyes on Anthony Taylor. He lets Portugal play on.
Come on, finish that.
Vega. Bernardo Silva. Forleao. That's in Forleao.
Finish.
No, the final whistle hasn't gone. Some of the Spain players were holding up their hands in celebration. Conceição.
What?
Last chance.
Here's a foul.
One last chance here. Get everybody in that box.
Ferran Torres is deemed, I think, the major culprit there. That's the yellow card. So Diogo Costa heads upfield. Can he head the ball?
What the fuck?
Don't run offside. You've got to make sure you stay onside here. And the delivery has got to beat Marc Cucurella, who's at the front of that Spanish queue on the edge of the box.
This to stay in the World Cup. Oh. And they're out.
Yes.
Spain are through.
Yes.
The derby in Dallas.
Let's go.
Iberian flavour.
Bye.
The bigger nation.
Bye.
And Mikel Merino.
Bye.
Step from the bench into the spotlight with a
Let's go.
Goal in a match of very few chances. But the champions of Europe are still alive in the World Cup by the narrowest of margins. Yet another late goal.
Bye.
Spain won the end of the road for the
Bye, Ronaldo.
We're all sorry to see him go. But Spain stride on. For all their fans, famous. And those who have just made special journeys here.
What a game, what a game.
Success over the last 20 years or so, a nation.
Yeah.
Mikel Merino puts them on the march again, Andy Townsend.
He certainly does. Great finish. Great goal.
Well, ahead of this game, Cristiano Ronaldo confirmed that this is his last World Cup.
Bye, Ronaldo. Bye.
16 with the defeat against Spain, and certainly after the dramatic game we saw last night between Mexico and England, this was nothing like that.
We have only one goal. That's the Messi. Only one
Making an
goal.
impact off the bench, and another clean sheet. They've still not conceded a goal in this tournament, Stevie.
Yeah, they look pretty solid, I have to say. Not a good watch, though, got to be honest. No free-flowing stuff there. That was a tough game, actually. Two sides that I think really understood the importance of a goal. It was probably always going to be an extremely low-scoring game if that goal came. We were heading towards extra time, and Marino, a bit of quality. We talked about the quality coming off the bench. I felt like maybe Portugal had more quality, but it was Marino, the Arsenal man, who scores a great goal, Kev, to decide this game. But I mean, your team go forward and they haven't conceded a goal, but they're poor to watch, mate.
It's about getting the job done, Stevie, to be quite honest with this level. I mean, at this stage of the competition, two quality sides. Nobody said anything about France when France struggled to break down Paraguay. We know at this stage of the competition, it's difficult to open up teams, and Portugal are levels above Paraguay, yet Spain get the job done. You're a winning side. You've not conceded a goal. You're going through this tournament with, I would say, a degree of ease, to be honest with you. I think there's still more to come from Spain, and undoubted quality throughout. The goal they scored was absolutely brilliant, and to score it so late on, Teebs, I mean, they're the team to beat. They're still the team to beat in my eyes.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're obviously
Good job,
a quality
Moreno.
team, but not the type of football we were expecting to see from them today.
Good
We spoke
job.
about how they would be in
Let's go.
this stage when they start playing the bigger teams. Not the best performance, but they found a way. You know, you got to take your chances. In the first half, they kind of missed their opportunity to score that first goal. But yeah, great movement from Torres, the ball from Torres, and great finish from Marino.
Don't go all Steve Clark here. They're unbeaten in the
Steve
tournament.
Clark, are you trying to say that was good football?
Well, they got the job done.
Are you trying to say that was good
The
football?
only reason why they didn't win.
Was it good to watch?
I'm not saying it's a great game at all, but what I'm saying is at this level, Stevie, at this stage of the competition, it's not always going to be pretty football that get the job done. You've got to win, and if it's win ugly, you've got to do that, and that's what they've done today.
Bye. Thank you guys being in my stream, so don't forget to follow me. So see you the next match, and have a good night. And